Breaking news. Glenn Maxwell's cheat code, catch and Tim David's power hitting give Australia a winning start against South Africa. Darwin, Australia. August 11, 2025. Australia have kicked off their T20I series against South Africa in style with a thrilling 17-run win at the Marera Oval in Darwin. The match had everything a cricket fan could ask for. Massive sixes, stunning fielding, high drama, and even a crowd moment that's gone viral. But above all, it was Glenn Maxwell's freakish boundary line catch and Tim David's explosive batting that stole the headlines. Tim David lights up Darwin. Australia, batting first, found themselves under early pressure after losing David Warner cheaply. But middle-order powerhouse Tim David walked in with aggressive intent and single-handedly turned the game around. Score 83 runs off just 41 balls. Strike rate over 200. Boundaries 7 fours and 6 sixes. David's innings was a perfect mix of raw power and smart placement. He particularly targeted South African spinners, hitting 2 massive sixes over long on that had the crowd roaring. His partnership with Marcus Stoinis gave Australia the momentum they needed, pushing the total to 189 for 6. Speaking after the game, David said, "It was about backing myself. The pitch was slow, but if you committed to the shot, the ball would travel. Glad I could help us start the series on a high." South Africa fight back. Chasing 190, South Africa had a strong start thanks to Reza Hendricks and Quinton de Kock, who combined for a quick 55-run partnership in the power play. De Kock, in particular, played some audacious reverse sweeps and lofted drives, keeping the asking rate under control. However, Australia's bowlers held their nerve. Josh Hazlewood bowled with precision, conceding just 21 runs in his 4 overs and picking up the crucial wicket of Hendricks. Adam Zampa's leg spin also slowed down the scoring in the middle overs, applying the brakes just when South Africa were gaining steam. The moment of magic, Glenn Maxwell's catch. The turning point of the match came in the 15th over. South Africa's David Miller, known for his big hitting, smashed a delivery from Zampa high towards deep mid-wicket. The ball looked destined to sail over the ropes, until Glenn Maxwell happened. Maxwell sprinted to his right, leapt into the air, caught the ball one-handed while airborne, and knowing his momentum would carry him over the boundary, cleverly flicked it back into play before landing outside the rope. He then re-entered the field of play to complete the catch. It was the kind of athletic brilliance you'd expect in a video game rather than real life. Social media instantly erupted, calling it a cheat code catch and one of the best in T20 history. Maxwell, typically modest, later said, "I've practiced those kinds of catches, but in a match situation it's all instinct. I'm just glad it stuck in the hand." Viral crowd moment. As if Maxwell's stunner wasn't enough entertainment, the fans had their own highlight. In the 17th over, a spectator in the crowd caught a 6 one-handed while holding 2 beers, without spilling a drop. The crowd went wild, commentators were in disbelief, and the clip is now making the rounds online. Some fans are calling it the greatest crowd catch ever seen. Bowling seals the win. Despite a late surge from South Africa's lower order, Australia's death bowling remained disciplined. Hazlewood, Stoinis, and Dwarshuis kept their Yorkers accurate and their slower balls deceptive. South Africa ended on 172 for 8, falling 17 runs short. Top Australia bowlers. Josh Hazlewood, 4-0-21-2. Adam Zampa, 4-0-32-2. Ben Dwarshuis, 4-0-34-1. Top South Africa batters. Quinton de Kock, 46-28. Reza Hendricks, 34-24. Series outlook. The victory gives Australia a 1-0 lead in the 3-match T20I series. Both sides will now move to Brisbane for the second match, where South Africa will look to bounce back and level the series. Australia's coach praised the team's composure, saying, "It's the small moments that win you T20 games. Tim's innings, Maxie's catch, and our bowlers executing at the death, those were the difference." Why this win matters. This wasn't just another T20 match for Australia. With the T20 World Cup on the horizon, every game is a chance to test combinations, sharpen fielding standards and build confidence. Tim David's form is a huge boost, while Maxwell's athleticism serves as a reminder that fielding can win matches. For South Africa, the loss is a wake-up call. Their batting depth is solid, but they'll need to finish better and tighten their bowling in the middle overs to challenge Australia in the remaining games. Fans react. Cricket Twitter and Instagram exploded with reactions to both Maxwell's catch and the beer-holding crowd catch. Glenn Maxwell just broke the fielding physics engine. That's not a catch, that's witchcraft. Fan of the match goes to the guy with 2 beers. Unreal skills. Final score. Australia, 189 for 6, 20 overs. Tim David 83, 41. Marcus Stoinis 39, 28. South Africa, 172 for 8, 20 overs. Quinton de Kock 46, 28. Reza Hendricks 34, 24. Australia won by 17 runs. Series. Australia lead 1-0.